It's Life FM, Maz for the drive home, and we've recently started a new series of chats with Dornford Building Group. We've got Nico and Jake in the studio for another one of these.
Maz for the drive home, building for life.
It is building for life. Guys, thank you for being here.
Hey, thank you for having us. Yeah, thank you.
Great to be chatting building and construction and the industry, and today we're actually looking at, for people like myself, you could say it's called like building for dummies. Going right back to basics, what does it actually look like to build your own property? Like from the beginning right through to the very end, what is the process? What does it look like? Say, hypothetically, I was going to go out tomorrow and ask for someone to build my house. What would that actually look like for me?
Oh, fantastic. So this is, I should probably say this is for custom building. So custom extensions and homes. This will not be the process going through like a Metricon or one of those
volume builders.
So you'd first off saying, hey, you'd give us a call.
Firstly, can I just ask the difference between a volume builder, or what is the definition of a volume?
Yeah, sure. So a volume,
I'm really like at the very basics of this.
Yeah, cool.
So a volume or project builder is one of the large builders in Adelaide who they'd have a set range of plans that you get to choose from.
Right.
You go to their display homes, you have a look, and they do thousands and thousands of homes every year.
So it's not unique to what you want, it's already planned. Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
So there's no...
You still get to do some picking and choosing of what you want. It's where a custom home is completely custom.
You start from scratch. You come up with the floor plan yourself.
Yep.
You pick all of the fixtures and fittings.
Okay.
Everything's unique and individual to you and your specific situation.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So first, you'd want to build a custom extension or a home. You'd give us a call. You'd hit our admin lady. She'd ask a few qualifying questions.
Yep.
And then it would come through to either Nico or myself, and we would ask some more discovery questions to really get to know your vision, understand what you want to do, and then from there we would probably book in a concept design meeting. With that concept design meetings, we would come to your house with myself, the builder, and our designer, and we would sit down with you, go through what your ideas are in person again. We usually have a document that we send out an email saying, hey, what sort of designs do you want? What rooms do you want? What's important to you? Why are you doing this? So then we can really understand what you want to get out of the home. And then we'd come back and do that concept meeting. From there, we would go back to our office, we'd create the new home design for you guys. And then from there, once we've got that created, Dornford Building Group will then sort of get some estimating through and whatnot. And then you guys would come into the office and we'll present that to you and say, hey, this is your new extension and this is the costings to go ahead with it. And then from there, it will sort of go to the preliminary stages.
So it's basically understanding your vision, making sure that, we know what you actually want, and then giving you that guidance, with that questionnaire it's designed so that you can start thinking about the bits and pieces that, you may not have thought about, things like the accessibility features, things like that, for us who deal with the building industry every day might seem something that's common knowledge, but just putting a document like that together so that our clients can feel comfortable that, we understand and we understand their vision before we go out to the meeting so that they have a bit of an idea and we can all get the most out of it.
Yeah. And like you say, for someone like myself or someone who is new to the whole process, there are things that we're not going to think about or that we won't even
100%.
know about. Like you're going to be able to say, look, have you thought about this? So maybe you should do this. I suggest this kind of thing. So
exactly.
Really important. Yeah.
So that's what we sort of go through the concept design.
Yeah. And so you'll get that concept design. You'll have a rough idea of what your house is going to look like. But more importantly, you also have a pretty good idea of what it's going to cost. So you'll have an estimate so that you know what you're getting into before you start spending $20,000+ on plans. Because okay, cool. Hey, either this falls within my budget and I can go ahead, or we're going to have to revise a couple of things.
Because even the plans over the last few weeks we've been chatting, I didn't realise that even the plans on its own can be quite costly, obviously, because there's people you need to pay who've put them together and, all of the overheads with that. But you do want to make sure that when you're doing something that's at the very beginning, like your plans, that you're happy with that so that, like you say, you're not then spending money that you're then is going to be wasted if you have to completely change everything around. So
100%.
Yeah.
So after the concept design, you'll then sit down with our designer again to start working on the preliminary designs. And normally you tweak the plans a little bit to make it suit exactly what you guys want. And then from there, it goes into council. We get council approval, and then we go into working drawings. And working drawings incorporates the more in-depth plans, the construction plans, and then it goes to engineering, timber designs, energy efficiency, all those other
Yeah, there's specialists who
specialists.
end up making it happen. So there's actually multiple council stages. It goes through a planning stage, and then after that it goes to a building stage. So there's lots of different people, lots of different stages involved, and a lot of red tape and regulations that you need to make sure that you adhere to. But that is something that we take care of for all of our clients, because we know, hey, you're not going to know all the ins and outs for it. So we take care of that.
Yeah,
for you.
yeah.
And then, and then from once it's all fully documented, we normally have our clients go through with an interior designer to make sure the interior also looks beautiful for them and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Yeah, so select all your fixtures, fittings, your finishes, and make sure that every detail is considered so that your house reflects your style.
Yeah. So really making sure that everything is covered, because I mean, at the end of the day, this is probably someone's biggest ever purchase.
Yeah,
so
100%.
They need to be 100% happy with it, and ensuring that it's exactly what they envisioned, or 100%. At least things are tweaked if they need to be before
exactly.
going ahead.
Like you said, it is a massive investment, and if you don't have everything picked beforehand, you sign a contract and you think, hey, cool, this is going to cost me $500,000, and then all of a sudden you do your selections, you pick all your fixtures and fittings, and then it comes back and it's all of a sudden $550 or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
So by covering all of that, you reduce your risk of variations of changes to price, and you basically try and tick
the boxes. Yeah, very thorough, I think, like going through that process. How long does it usually take? Like in 2025 with
in terms of the building?
Yeah, the whole process from like the very beginning design through to the build being finished. I'm going to say,
like, just on average, the design probably takes about 6 months to get the whole thing through council, get it all designed. And then depending on, availability of slots and what we're actually building is probably another 6 to 12 months to actually build it. So you're probably looking at about 1.5 years for the whole process from when you actually engage someone to do it for you.
Yeah. It's very interesting. Like, I think you look at homes being built and you're like, oh yeah, you kind of drive past or you might, have an idea sort of what it all happens, but there's so much more to it from what we're discussing, and it's a very thorough process that needs to be done properly. Like, it's important that it is. So
like we spend a lot of time talking about the plans, but there's also a lot that goes into the actual construction. Obviously, the plans are only the blueprint to make sure we get everything right.
Yeah.
There's over 1,000 checklist items that our project managers go through on every single job to make sure, hey, this quality is going to be good, this is right, that's right. So there's a lot of steps in between, even from the design to getting it done.
Yeah.
That forms part of the process.
Yeah. And you want to put, your trust into a company that's doing that properly.
Yeah.
Even if it takes a little bit longer. Yeah. Definitely. So, really interesting. Thanks, guys. Next time you're in, we're actually going to chat about
tips and tricks to keep your costs down. Well, not cost, keep cost on budget.
Keep cost on budget, which is very important as well. So we're going to get into that next time with Nico and Jake from Dornford Building Group. Thanks, guys.
Thanks again,
thank
man.